My sister was the total definition of what domestic violence is, according to sister of the Shallow Grave murder victim, Zila Sugrim. Years of domestic abuse ended in death, a sad reality her family hoped would never come, the sister said.
My sister was a total definition of what domestic violence is. And while I would see many things, as my colleagues would tell me, Stockholm syndrome, battered women syndrome, and all of that, yes, you recognize it, but how to deal with it? So while we might recognize it, we need to start thinking how to deal with it. Because for those persons who um, those persons who are following the story would know it's not a today or yesterday or last year or the year before. It's been there quite long.
Now, more details are emerging about the remains that were discovered in the shallow grave on the west coast of Demerara on Tuesday. The remains were identified as Zila Sugrim, a mother of five who went missing last Saturday after leaving with her former husband and father of her five children. Today, her sister said they learned that Zila was shot and killed, then her remains burnt. However, this afternoon, the police said a post-mortem examination revealed that the victim died as a result of a gunshot injury to the head.
But more than likely, he shot her and then burned her. So that's the latest.
Wow.
As I said, this was not confirmed by the police, but this is from what we would have gathered as family members.
The woman said her family was always fearful for her sister's life. She said her sister received help both from the state and relatives, but at the end of the day, it was her decision to make.
It's only for her to make that decision. We only could expose her to certain things, or we only could make her aware and try to educate her. But at the end of it all, she was the individual that had to make that decision. And for me, somewhere along the line, there was a point where nobody could have gotten through to Zyla.
Sogrim's remains were found in a shallow grave at Crane, next door to her ex-husband's gas station. The woman went missing last Saturday. Her sister said her sister was abused for years at the hands of her ex-husband, who is now in custody. According to the police, the man confessed to the gruesome crime before leading investigators to the site where he buried her body.